Well, we have a great little rumour coming out of Hollywood at this moment in time, and if this is true, I really do hope we get to see some great stories. What we're going to be talking about is that the rumour is Henry Cavill has signed a brand new 3-picture deal with Warner Brothers to have 3 solo Superman sequels. If this happens, great. Henry Cavill is my favourite on-screen Superman, just after Christopher Reeve and Dean King. Yes, I grew up with the New Adventures of Lois and Clark, the New Adventures of Superman, and I absolutely adored that series. I adored it so much I got them all on DVD. That's how much I love it. I can't find them on Blu-ray here in the UK, but if anyone knows of where I can get them on Blu-ray with region unlocked, let me know in the comments. If Henry Cavill is or has signed a new 3-picture deal for 3 solo Superman films, I'm all in. I absolutely enjoyed the hell out of Man of Steel. I thought Man of Steel was incredible. And again, people didn't like it because they were like, oh, it's too dark. It's not Superman. Superman's, he's meant to be the big boy blue scout of America, And it's like, well, this is what it gets people in nowadays. Yes, you can have a fuzzy little warm and, colourful superhero film, but it didn't exactly work for Batman, did it? When it went from Batman Returns, Batman Forever, into the overly, just neon-drenched Batman and Robin. Obviously, they went the more realistic route then, but now, obviously, with Batman in the Zack Snyder universe, at least, he's exactly how he should be. Dark, and as the Dark Knight, because that's what he is. Again, people are like, oh, Superman shouldn't be this. Well, again, that's fine. That's people's opinion, It's like, that's what they want. If they want it to continue like the Christopher Reeve films or the Brandon Routh ones, I understand that. That's fine. But for me, Henry Cavill is the one. And if he has signed this, it's going to be great. So it's come from Bounding Into Comics. It is on a few other websites. So a news report suggests Henry Cavill signed a new deal to return as Superman, granting the actor's wish to play him for years to come. The Cultured Nerd holds that Cavill has a 3-picture deal with Warner Brothers, giving him that amount of super solo movies and an option for multiple cameos. Apparently, Cavill gave the studio his pitch for The Man of Steel, and it was so good, they were sold. The details of the pitch are not disclosed, but we know from past interviews the actor has a fondness for the 2005 story arc Superman for Tomorrow. Now, if no one knows what this story arc is, it's actually drawn by Jim Lee, and still to this day, even though he's an editor of DC or vice editor now, whatever, Superman for Tomorrow is when 1 million people just secretly vanish. They just go off the face of the earth. Lois Lane is one of them, and obviously Superman has to deal with that grief as well as trying to find out what happened and why it happened. He does get a kind of like a pastor who he can rattle his problems off to, but then we get like a megalomaniac who comes down and he wants to get rid of Earth, so he has to deal with that while dealing with the grief of losing the love of his life and 1 million people. And it is a great story arc, and if they do that into a film, that's going to be awesome. It'll be really good because just the visuals alone, man. If they want to do it like bringing a comic book to life, like they did with Watchmen, to be honest with you, because with Watchmen, nearly every single scene is a panel from the graphic novel, which is just unbelievable. Same as Sin City. If you want to do it like that, if they did it with Jim Lee doing the drawings as well, it's like, yeah, it would be box office gold no matter what. Now, it goes on to say about the cameos that they will land him in Not Certain, though the greatest likelihood favours The Flash, which is rumoured to have a cameo by Superman and other Justice League members, and Black Adam's sequel. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because it says Dwayne Johnson, whose ex-wife and business partner, is Cavill's manager, is rumoured to want that. It's also been reported on and off in the past year or so to be in the cards. Obviously, his ex-wife is his manager. It's like, oh, well, if you star in Black Adam's sequel or whatever, I can get you a great deal. With her producing it as well, it's going to happen no matter what. Cavill may also be involved with the Shazam sequels and future Justice League movies, helmed by Zack Snyder. If the Snyder Cut on HBO Max is successful, it's going to be huge. There's no if it's going to be successful. The Snyder Cut is going to be huge, no doubt about it. It's going to be unbelievable. And he goes on here now, earlier in the year, it looked as if Cavill wasn't getting a new solo film. Instead, the proposed plan was to vouchsafe him cameos in other films, strictly keeping Superman in the loop as a supporting character, much like the Hulk in the MCU. Could work, but I don't think it would, because people want to see Superman. They don't want to see him, be a cameo here, a cameo there, bit player there, just to have him fly around, beat people up, and that's it. People want to see Superman stories. That's what they want. Thankfully, the studio seems willing to go the full 9 the way it could go for Batman. Cavill's reported contract follows confirmation Ben Affleck is returning in The Flash, and maybe more, as the Dark Knight. TCN was at the forefront of that news too. If this all goes ahead, I think it'd be great because obviously we got Ben Affleck coming back in obviously the Snyder Cut. There's going to be more scenes of him, and he's also appearing in The Flash, which is meant to completely reset the entire DC universe. And if that happens, okay, fair enough, but that means that we could see mixtures of timelines. If that happens, that for some unknown reason that the Flash is able to manipulate it so much that we could get the Michael Keaton Batman facing off against Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. That could possibly happen if the timelines cross. And imagine that. He could be like, who are you? And, Joaquin Phoenix would be like, well, I'm the Joker, look at you. He could be a bit more funnier and a lot more menacing than Jack Nicholson's, because it could be like, no, I've already got rid of one Joker, who are you? And, it could span that kind of franchise there alone. But I don't see Joaquin Phoenix's Joker taking on Robert Pattinson's Batman. Mostly because Pattinson is like, late 20s, early 30s in the Batman film. And the Joker is meant to be like mid-40s, something like that. So he's older already. But if he goes on to be in the Batman sequels, he's going to be like in his 70s because of when they take place. But it's interesting because obviously Joaquin Phoenix has supposedly, he's been offered $50 million to star in 2 Joker sequels. And we don't know what they're going to be. They could be Joker films, like Joker 2 or Joker 3. Or it could actually be as the Joker in a future Batman movie. Or Justice League, whatever. But with them doing this, and if the timelines do cross, that'd be awesome. You could have Ben Affleck's Batman facing Robert Pattinson's Batman and something else. It could be like that. It's just endless. There's going to be endless amounts of things they could do, which is going to be great for comic book fans and movie nerds all around the world. That is if the cinemas worldwide open up and we can control what's going on in the world. Because I do miss the cinema. I 100% need to go to the cinema, but I'm not going to because of what's going on. And I don't want to sit in the theatre with air conditioning with other people who could be ill. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see each and every one of you soon.